Okay, guys, it's AndrewZebrunIII again. I want to thank you for joining me here. I have another article I published today on my public Substack channel, and it's got some interesting information in it. It's not super long, but it's jam-packed with links. You could probably spend weeks looking at this. The idea is that you could read this, then if you agree with it, share it to other people, see if they agree with it. And the thing is, there's lots of links. So the things that are being stated in the article have proof behind them. So you can show it to people, they can share it and show the proof to other people. And we can start talking about this stuff more, because the more we talk about it, the more we will own it, and they will not own it anymore. Because when the wrong people push the wrong things, it's not good for humanity. So the article goes, Tesla technology equals our Jetson's future. Free energy is real. It powers UFOs and Nikola Tesla's death ray for planes. Trump towers are Tesla towers. They are built of gold windows. They are also time travel machines. Nikola Tesla made the New Yorker building into one. Somewhere in time travel. Where do you hide famous people that are in the witness protection program? In hotel rooms that are portals to time travel, hidden in plain sight. Nikola Tesla, the mythical hidden wizard of love and light, who gave birth to our modern world, wanted only the best for us. It was his light worker mission to bring about a spiritual awakening through free energy, which, really comes from God. So that's what Tesla knew. Everybody should know that. I guess you got to prove it to yourself, though. I'm not trying to tell you what to think. But the deep state was there at every turn to parasite his light and use his inventions for their gain, not ours, as he intended. Nikola Tesla started shaping our modern world before he even came to America. He discovered the rotating magnetic field in 1882 while living in his hometown of Budapest, Hungary. In a video on my friend Tyano's The Galactic Talk YouTube, Firehouse discloses the fact that Nikola Tesla and John J. Astor IV were planning to build free energy airliners. This is UFO technology that would have given us a new level of freedom. At the same time, the cabal was plotting to enslave our money through the Federal Reserve. Astor and Tesla had already teamed up to produce radio at Colorado Springs, Colorado. It wasn't Marconi who invented radio, it was Tesla backed by Astor. The site later became the U.S. Air Force and the Air Force Academy, which I guess the history of flight and modern communications as invented by Nikola Tesla went hand in hand. So the place he invented the radio is also the place the U.S. Air Force invented the Air Force. Our modern world is now in the hands of the U.S. Space Force, for better or worse. I believe it's all for the good, as President Trump instituted the Space Force on December 20th, 2019. I will quote directly from them. You decide. That's what this is all about, you guys. You got to decide. Make up your mind. Why do we need a Space Force? Space has become essential to our security and prosperity, so much so that we need a branch of our military dedicated to its defense. Just like we have branches of the military dedicated to protecting and securing the air, land, and sea, unfettered access to space is vital to our national defense. Space systems are woven into the fabric of our way of life. Space affects almost every part of our daily lives, and it's fundamental to our economic system. For example, satellites not only power the GPS technology that we use daily, but allow us to surf the web and call our friends, enable first responders to communicate with each other in times of crisis, timestamp transactions in the world financial market, and even allow us to use credit cards at gas pumps. So I guess it's pretty important, and why President Trump chose that to make a strong statement. I wrote an article about the Nikola, which contains a lot of information. Michelle Fielding and other tarot readers, some on my show, like Mary and Valerie, have stated abundance will arrive for all of humanity. You can see my other videos for that. It will arrive via Starlink and the US Space Force. Technology can either serve the light or the dark. There is so much evidence that it will serve the light as it once did in the past. All you have to do is take the time to look. Tesla was driving a free energy Pierce Arrow around Buffalo in 1930. By strange coincidence, my own dear mother Dorothy was born there that year. And also, when I first heard about this from a friend on wego.social, talking about Tesla and a Pierce Arrow driving around in Buffalo in 1930, I went and found the article, and I happen to know the person who runs the Pierce Arrow Museum, named James Sandoro, in Buffalo, New York. And I emailed him the story, and I asked him, hey, Jim, is this true? People are saying that we don't really need gasoline. What do you think, Jim? And of course, Jim Sandoro, who hosted a fundraiser for probably the wrong side of things in 2016, he claimed that the story was false, that there's no truth to Tesla and free energy and Pierce Arrow, and that it's a myth. Well, you can make up your own mind on that right there. But from what we've seen, the official story is often mirrored. The truth is often mirrored in the official story. It's often opposite of that. Okay. So make up your own mind whether he was doing that in 1930 or not, by what Jim Sandoro says. The more I look at this, the stranger it gets. See the real high strangeness from those master magicians who keep the FBI vault.com. See the evidence for high technology that got muzzled and usurped to the dark agenda being dismantled today. Right on the first page of the Tesla vault, there is a New York Times article dated 9/22/40. It states, death ray for planes, Nikola Tesla, one of the truly great inventors who celebrated his 84th birthday on July 10th, tells the writer that he stands ready to divulge to the United States government the secret of his teleforce, with which, he said, airplane motors would be melted at a distance of 250 miles, so that an invisible Chinese wall of defense would be built around the country against any attempted attack by an enemy air force, no matter how large. Well, that's an interesting statement, is it not? I think Nikola Tesla was trying to tell everybody something, and it got recorded in that article, and it's right there. The FBI is holding the information for us. What do you know about that? If that doesn't sound like Ronald Reagan's Star Wars initiative from 1983, I don't know what does. In the Reagan Revolution link below, Richard C. Cook wrote a review of Dr. Michael Sal's book, Eisenhower, UFOs, MJ-12, and JFK's assassination. I will quote his review here, but you can go read it too. Note too that part of the Reagan Revolution was the diversion of vast resources to development of space-based weapons, including directed energy, particle beam, and laser weapons under Reagan's Strategic Defense Initiative, or Star Wars program. Even though SDI was terminated after the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster deprived planners of their orbital testing platform, research and development continued. One such weapon could have mounted in a military cargo plane and used against the Twin Towers in New York on September 11, 2001. That a directed energy weapon was used can fairly be concluded by the most recent reported research. Was this too part of the high-tech arsenal developed covertly by utilizing UFO ET-derived scientific knowledge, aided perhaps by information acquired when the FBI confiscated the working papers of Nikola Tesla after he passed away in a lonely Manhattan hotel room in 1943. Wow, there's a lot to be learned about that story too. My research tells me that the Nazis and Hitler sent Otto Skorzeny, Hitler's personal henchman, over to America to silence Nikola Tesla. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. Supposedly, George H.W. Bush used to be someone who had access to Tesla, and the story got turned into Curious George. So you can research Curious George on your own. That happens to be Herbert Walker Bush, the one they had that funeral for with the notes in it. Remember all those people that got those crazy notes? Now we are finally getting some official confirmations from the US Navy, of all places. In case you haven't heard, they now admit free energy Tesla type technology is real and under patent. The patents discuss forming a bubble around a craft to allow high-speed travel through air or water. Come on, man. They were telling people since moving pictures began that they can do things we can't. The 1902 film, A Trip to the Moon by Jules Verne and H.G. Wells, was probably them laughing at us not being able to do that. Then in the 1930s, Buck Rogers showed the Earth with an invader named Killer Cain. We all know Cain killed Abel and how it worked out for us. And as I discussed on a 2-hour video with the Galactic Talk and the host, my friend Taino, I discussed my UFO sightings, and one of them from 1980 included a UFO which sent smaller UFOs down into Lake Erie. So I know exactly what a UFO looks like going underwater as well as through the air. I've seen them both. So if you don't think it's possible, guess again. There's plenty of pictures and proof out there if you want to go look. In 1968, I was 9 years old. I saw Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey in the theater as it debuted. I knew right then and there we were not from Earth. That's not just my opinion at 9, but the opinion of many, many others. And the fact that there is no missing link for humanity here. We have lived here a long time. I have a collection of stone tools myself, which are in a video I made. Bigfoot and fairy photos, you decide, real creatures or a fairy tale. Lots of perfectly sane people have told me their very strange experiences. Nikola Tesla's story is one of the strangest. I will update this as I go. Thanks for reading. Nikola Tesla told the deep state cabal the present belonged to them, but the future was his. So it's up to us, you guys, to look at this information. I provide lots of links, all kinds of links. There's a link to my Telegram, which you can join. It's over 100 people follow me there now. Here's the links to everything I talked about in this story. And here's that dome I was talking about, that Ronald Reagan SDI Star Wars initiative. This is what it looks like. This is from Michael Sala's website. I think might have been this other one. No, it was his exopolitics.org. You guys should go here. The link's over there. See all this stuff. It's really crazy to think about, but we have to. This is the way the universe runs. It's not an Einstein universe. It's an electric Tesla universe. And we're not going to get anywhere unless we start talking about that. And this is a really good Tesla resource here. The Tesla Memorial Society of New York. I found this to be a very nice website. But they're all in all the links are in there. Here's my channel. Here's the link to the Twitter post where I found the meme. So you know where I got the Trump Towers, our Tesla Towers. You can find it there. If you'd like to go speak with that person, you're more than welcome to. So this has been Andrew ZebrunIII again with one of my Substack articles. Thanks a lot for following me, guys. And thanks for all your support. All the links are in the show notes. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Bye-bye.